want to be a dolphin trainer. But you see, I'm scared to get into that water. There's all those biting, sucking, stinging things out there waiting to get me. Have you guys ever seen the movie Finding Nemo? Or maybe Jaws? What about Little Mermaid? That scary sea witch thing, what was she supposed to be? That's right, an octopus. Well, today I am going to be super brave. I've brought all of the things I need and gathered up all of my courage. I've got my lunch, my towel, even my cool shirt to let all the ocean animals know how friendly and cool I am. But you see, I'm scared of sharks the most. So I brought my shark repellent. This is going to help me keep all those sharks far, far away from me. I think I hear some footsteps coming though. I hope it's not a shark. You guys see it coming? I don't want to get it. Oh, Sharky, go away.
I am most certainly not a shark. I'm Dr. Laminaria Seaweed, PhD, marine biologist.
What's a marine biologist?
A marine biologist is someone who studies the ocean and all the animals that live inside of it. And who are you? What are you doing here? Why are you yelling?
My name's Rachel, but my friends call me DT because I want to be a dolphin trainer.
A dolphin trainer?
That's right.
Interesting. And what do you have there?
Oh, this is my shark repellent. It's brightly colored to keep the sharks far, far away from me.
I want to take a look at that. Shark repellent, huh? I'm afraid this is not going to repel any sharks, DT. Sharks actually really love this color. They call it yum yum yellow because it looks orange to us, but sharks have really great vision when it comes to contrast, differences between bright and dark colors. So this will look bright yellow to them and could bring them right to you. Actually, this might help you catch a shark. You said you're afraid of them, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think this is a great opportunity to face your fears. I'll be right back. You stay right here. I'll go get a shark.
I don't think this is a really good idea. I'm pretty scared of sharks. I don't have a really good feeling about this.
DT, I would like you to meet my good friend, GW.
GW doesn't stand for George Washington, does it?
No, it does not. This is great Washington.
He's not so great.
He's just a baby. In just a few years, he'll double in size, be about 21 feet long. A real great white.
Oh, well,
And you know what great whites are really like, GT? A nice scritch behind the ears.
they don't have ears.
Well, they don't have ears like you or I, but they do have holes that allow them to hear. So how about it? A nice little scratch behind the ears, or how about this? I will propose an experiment. Pat him from head to tail.
He's gonna be slimy and disgusting like my dead pet goldfish Petey.
This is no ordinary fish, DT. Sharks have no bones. It's pretty special.
If he didn't have bones, wouldn't he just be a big blob of jelly?
No, I said he didn't have any bones, not that he didn't have a skeleton. So feel your ears, feel your nose. That is cartilage, and that is what a shark's skeleton is made out of. It helps them be extra flexible when they're swimming through the sea.
Okay, I guess I could give it a try.
Two-tailed?
Not slimy, kind of rough, kind of feels like a sidewalk.
Excellent. And now, to complete your experiment, will you give a pat from tail to head?
All right. Ow!
Oh, did he bite you?
He couldn't have bit me. My hand was nowhere near that mouth.
No, not really bite you, silly you. Take a look with this magnifying glass. Take a closer look at our friend GW.
It looks like there's all these little tiny teeth all over his body. Just
We call those modified scales dermal denticles, or skin teeth. They help him cut his way through the water, making it more hydrodynamic. Means he can swim a whole lot faster. Pretty neat, huh?
yeah, I'm not too worried about on his skin. I'm really worried about those teeth inside his mouth.
Well, now, these nice big teeth are nothing for you to worry about. Despite what you might have seen in TVs or the movies, sharks really don't like the taste of people. They'd much rather go after a nice oily fish or a nice blubbery seal. In fact, most of the times if sharks do bite a person, they'll spit us right back out. They don't really taste very good.
You mean to tell me that Jaws is not true?
Yes, I do. It is not true.
I bet UW has eaten dozens of people, or hundreds of dozens of people with those shark teeth.
Now, DT, despite what you saw in the movies, GW is in more trouble from you than you are from him. In fact, there are quite a lot of people who really like the taste of shark, especially the fins.
Well, if you really mean that lots of people like to eat sharks, we better get GW back to the ocean so none of the people out there take a big bite out of GW.
And capital idea. GW, to the sea!
Well, I guess sharks aren't too bad after all, but there's still a lot of really scary animals out there in that water. I'm just not sure if I'm ready just yet.
Alright, GT. Sharks, no longer so scary, are they?
They're not so bad.
Alright, I'm in a giving mood. What else are you afraid of?
Alright, I've seen the movie 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and that giant squid gets out all its arms, swims up to a person, grabs it, and slurps it out.
So you're afraid of a giant squid then? How exactly are you going to protect yourself from it?
Well, I know that squids and their cousin the octopus squirt out stink. So I took my socks, which I hadn't washed in over a month, saved the water. That way, I can stink it before it stinks me.
Oh, that smells foul. Oh. DT. Squid and octopuses, they spray out ink when they get in trouble. A nice billowing black cloud of ink so they can swim away from their predators. Ink, not stink.
So you mean ink, not stink?
Here.
I washed my socks for nothing.
Oh, no, they needed to be washed. But I think again, you have some misunderstandings. Now, if you wait a moment, I'll head back out of the ocean. I think I saw a squid just a little while ago. I'll be right back.
I don't know about this. First a shark, now he's gonna bring a squid over.
Yes. I can see my name in lights. Dr. Laminaria Seaweed discovers a living giant squid.
Whoa, don't you mean Dr. Seaweed and DT?
I most certainly did not. But now, take a look at Orchid Toothless Ducks, the amazing giant squid.
Arky who thus? He is giant.
43 feet from tentacle to the tip of its head. That's as long as a school bus. Isn't it extraordinary?
He is giant, but I know that this squid goes up to boats, digs out his arms, rips open the boat, and sucks out all the people on the inside. Kind of like a Milky Way bar. Hard on the outside and creamy on the inside. I know that's what he does.
DT, I believe again you are mistaken. Now, take out that magnifying glass. Let's make some scientific observations of our friend here.
Well, it's got eyes pretty big, kind of like the size of a dinner plate. And all these little speckles all over its body that kind of look like they glow in the dark.
Yes, now, let's extrapolate. Let's explain further from that. These big dinner plate sized eyes, they'd be really great for seeing in the dark. And if you're running glow, you want to do that in the dark as well. And where is dark in the ocean?
Well, I guess deep in the ocean.
Yes, and are you likely to find ships full of people down there?
No, boats don't go deep in the ocean.
So then what does he not eat?
Well, I guess he doesn't eat boats or people.
Exactly. There is one really large animal that does eat him, him, though. Sperm whales, the largest of all the toothed whales, dive deep into the sea to eat giant squid like him.
So these big whales like to eat the giant squid, but what does the giant squid like to eat?
Oh, DT, that's an excellent question. We very rarely find a live specimen. Usually the stomachs are open, so just cut him open and I'll...
We shouldn't cut open our giant squid. If he's the only one that we found alive, we don't want to cut it open. Plus, he looks like he's getting a little bit sunburned. He should probably go back deep down in the ocean.
All right, DT, you have a point there. Come on, Octopus, let's go.
All right, so sharks weren't so bad, the squid wasn't so bad, but I know this other animal that lives in the ocean is real.
A real one, the one that you might actually encounter.
I didn't just see it on TV. There is this animal that lives in the Chesapeake Bay. It is kind of diamond shaped, has a long tail with a spike on it, and it waits for you, and then it whack gets you. I know that's what it does. It waits in the sand until you walk by. It takes that long tail with the spike and it whack gets you. That's why I am going to whack it before it gets me.
Gigi, I'm going to need you to settle down a little bit here. I think I do know what you're talking about, but if I go get one for you to get more comfortable with, no whapping, okay?
Okay. I'm definitely gonna whap it when it comes out.
She promised not to whack, so... Alright, whoa! Gigi, as a marine biologist, it is my duty to protect animals like this beautiful stingray from whackers like you. So, now take a look at our friend the stingray. Isn't it a beautiful fish?
It's okay.
Why don't you touch the fin? It's a cousin of the shark.
The last time I touched an animal that had cartilage inside of its body, it bit me.
Very fair. Well, rays are cousins to sharks, and they do have cartilage skeletons just like them. I can promise you that their fins are much smoother and nicer to touch. Why don't you go ahead and give it a try?
All right, but if it bites me, you're in big trouble.
Fair enough.
Okay, not slimy, not even rough like the shark. You lied to me. If they were a cousin of the shark, their skin would have felt rough like a sidewalk too.
Now, bring out the magnifying glass again. We'll turn our stingray friend around, and let's make some more observations, shall we?
Oh, well, I guess if you look really, really close, they do have small teeth on their skin, just like the shark.
Yeah, right along the spine of the stingray, you will see those dermal denticles or skin teeth again. Yeah, they're cousins. They look exactly alike, but they share a lot of things in common. And if you look further down the tail, you know they do have a stinger there. But this is an important form of defense for the stingray. As they're swimming along in the sand, there are large predators like a hammerhead shark that might try to eat them. And so they have to be able to whap before they get eaten. They don't have a big set of teeth like a shark does.
You're right, I did look at our stingray friend, and he did have some really small teeth. So I guess he does need that stinger to protect himself, especially if their cousins are going to be eating them.
And stingrays are really great at feeling vibrations in the sand. So there's a way, without any whapping, that you can make sure that stingrays don't bother you. Would you like to learn?
Yeah, if it means it's not going to whack me.
Absolutely. It's called the Stingray Shuffle. And it is the dance craze that will soon be sweeping the nation. Would you like to learn?
Sure, why don't you guys all help me learn the stingray shuffle too? If you hop up, we can learn it together.
Absolutely. The Stingray Shuffle is an easy dance to do. All you have to do is stand up and shuffle your feet. And it'll scare our stingray friend away.
Perfect.
All right. Now that's enough for our stingray friend. Let's get him back in the water.
All right. Shark wasn't so bad, squid wasn't so bad, the stingray wasn't so bad, but there are still some scary animals that live in the ocean.
All right, JT, I have a feeling my work here is done. We've seen 3 what you thought were dangerous animals, and I've put out a pretty convincing argument that they are, in fact, just a little bit misunderstood. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree, but I would disagree that there are not more animals in the ocean that are scary. Have you seen The Little Mermaid?
The Little Mermaid. You're afraid of mermaids.
No, that animal, those slithery, slimy things with their mouths open and those sharp, pearly white teeth always hanging out.
Ah, I see, Tina. Give me a moment. I think I know exactly what you're thinking of. I saw some in the box just out here. I'll be right back.
I don't know about this. I might have to hide from them this time. Oh.
Did you get up from there? We have another friend for you to meet. I would like you to meet the moray eel. And to start off, let's make another observation. What color is the moray eel?
Looks pretty green to me.
And it does look that way, but what if I were to tell you that his skin is in fact blue?
Then I would probably have to tell you that you should go to the eye doctor.
No, now, Didi. Now, go ahead and touch our eel friend, if you would.
Ew, it feels like the inside of my nose.
There's a little slime in. Take a look at your hand. What color is that slime?
Looks yellow.
Alright, so we have yellow slime, blue skin, and that makes for a green moray eel.
Alright, so it's got blue skin, yellow slime. Why do fish even have slime on their bodies?
And slime is very important for eels and fish. It helps keep them protected. You know, for our eel friend here, he likes to live along rocky areas. That helps him slide in between the rocks without getting cut. And it also stops him from getting infections or germs from sticking to him. It's very important.
Okay, but he's still really scary. He always has his mouth open and those white, sharp teeth are hanging out.
Now, he has a very good reason for having his mouth open, which we'd like to learn. So,
Okay.
so another experiment, if you will. Go ahead and hold your nose. Alright, and what do you need to have open if you're going to breathe with your nose closed?
Well, if I have my nose pinched, I can't really breathe unless I have my mouth open.
Exactly. And our friend the eel doesn't have a nose like us, so it needs to have its mouth open in order to breathe.
Okay, I understand now. So the eel doesn't have a nose like us, keeps its mouth open to breathe, but my teeth do not look as sharp and pointy as that eel, and I don't know if I can protect myself.
Well, good news indeed, you will not have to. Those teeth are specially designed for grabbing slimy squid or squiggling little fish. You know, if you're going to grab slimy things, you need to have some pretty large teeth. But don't worry, eels like this won't bother you at all as long as you don't go put your hands inside the rocky crevices where they like to live.
Okay, so eels aren't going to eat me then.
Never, ever, ever.
Great. So, out of all the animals that we've learned today and talked about, the shark, squid, stingray, the eel, none of them will eat me?
None of them will eat you. Let's get our eel friend back in the water.
Alright, so all of those animals that I learned about today, they really didn't seem to be as scary as I thought they were. Is there an animal that's more dangerous than what we've talked about today?
There is one very dangerous animal out there.
Is it here?
Oh, yes, it is.
Is it big?
Not so big. You want to know what it is?
That's me!
Yes, DT. Turns out that humans are a lot more dangerous to our ocean friends than they are to us. People, we take away their habitat by building or polluting. We overfish and make it much harder for all of these wonderful ocean animals to make it easy living. Really, what are the most dangerous things out in the sea?
Well, I mean, I appreciate you teaching me about all the animals today, but I think I might be ready to get into the water. But I feel bad that humans are the most dangerous animal out there.
Yeah, I mean, just look, for example, right here on this beach, look at all these plastic bags of sea
That's
turtle.
all my stuff.
If this got into the ocean, DT, a sea turtle might think it was a jellyfish and eat it, and that wouldn't be very good, would it?
No, but I was gonna pick it all up with me when I left for the day.
Sure you were. Well, I hope, DT, with your newfound love of the ocean, you'll take better care of the beach and the ocean and all the animals that live there.
Yeah, thanks for teaching me about all the really cool animals today, and I found out they're not as dangerous as I thought they were.
Exactly. A lot of times, all we need to do is learn a little bit. And we learn that things really aren't that dangerous, they're just really, really cool. As long as we're able to treat them in the right ways. Now, DT, you have some great promise here today. I think you would make an excellent research assistant. So what do you say? You want to join Team Seaweed?
Yeah, I love that.